Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is Wyln News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. Wyln News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight on Wyln News. I'm Gary Perna. Winter Storm Quinn dropped several inches of snow over northeastern Pennsylvania, including the city of Hazleton. Crews from the Department of Public Works were out since yesterday preparing the roadways for yet another snowstorm. 12 trucks were dispatched throughout the city to keep the roadways clear for travelers.
The snow that came this morning, the roadway stayed wet, so we just started, brought second shift back in, so we'll be able to cover the whole area till almost midnight tonight. Like I said, we have 12 trucks out and one backhoe out cleaning the parking lots, and so far it's not too bad.
The biggest advice to motorists is to always allow extra time when driving in hazardous weather conditions, and having proper tires on your vehicles is also a big plus.
People have no snow tires on. They feel because they have a front-wheel drive vehicle that's going to solve their problem, but it doesn't. You know, we push more cars out of the way, and them causing us havoc, not able to get through some of these streets. You know, and they need to be cognizant of that fact to, you know, make sure they have their snow tires on or have their vehicle in four-wheel drive. And if they don't have to be on the roads, you know, don't go out until we get the streets cleared.
According to Vito, crews on average have the streets cleared up within 4 hours after the snow stops falling. He also encourages residents to follow proper snow parking bans procedures to ensure an easier cleanup. Police in Berwick have arrested 2 people on a number of serious sexual offense charges. 36-year-old Joshua Fry and 36-year-old Katie Wyln, both of Walnut Street in Berwick, were arrested by Borough Police Tuesday. According to court papers, Wyln's 11-year-old daughter found a notebook with a number of writings in it describing sexual abuse of a 9-year-old child. Wyln and Fry were arrested and questioned by police about the writings. Wyln said the writings were fabrication after or during the use of meth. They told officers that they were used meth and watched child pornography. They told officers Wyln was charged with aggravated indecent assault, obscene and other sexual materials and performances, sexual abuse of children, endangering the welfare of children. Fry has been charged with obscene and other sexual materials and performances, sexual abuse of children, endangering the welfare of children. Both were arraigned in front of a magisterial district judge, and bail was set at $100,000 straight cash bail each. Both were taken to the Columbia County Prison. 3 people were arrested early Tuesday morning on drug charges in Schuylkill County. Mahanoy City Police arrested 27-year-old Kevin Gladzik of Hazel Township and 21-year-old Sarah Techler of Cunningham and 31-year-old Ryan Siegel of Mahanoy City. Police arrested them on possession with intent to distribute a controlled substance, a felony, unlawful possession of a controlled substance, a misdemeanor, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Additionally, Gladzik was also charged with driving under the influence of alcohol or a controlled substance. 150 bags of heroin, 10 grams of meth, and multiple items of drug paraphernalia were seized as a result of the arrest. All 3 were arraigned and were committed to the Schuylkill County Prison in lieu of $50,000 bail each. Yesterday on Wyln News, we told you about a stolen car in Mahanoy City. Now police report that the car was found and a person has been arrested. Mahanoy City Police say Tuesday night that they were called to the 100 block of East Pine Street and recovered the vehicle. Police charged 21-year-old Mary Powell, whose last known address was in Parker, Colorado, with a felony violation of theft by unlawful taking, receiving stolen property, and misdemeanor violations of unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. Powell was arraigned and was committed to the Schuylkill County Prison in lieu of bail. Police say this investigation and its timely conclusion would not have been possible without the assistance of the public. 4 men are facing drug charges after an investigation by Veterans Affairs Police at the VA Medical Center in Plains Township. The investigation began in October after employees found drug paraphernalia in the employee parking lot. After a search of the hospital in February, police charged 47-year-old Brian Harris of Hazel Township, 37-year-old Patrick Apple, 41-year-old Robert Tafrito and 56-year-old David James Colern Jr. All men worked at the hospital. Havel was charged with drug trafficking, tampering with evidence, and furnishing drug-free urine. Harris was charged with drug possession and possessing drug paraphernalia. Tafrigo and Kohler were both charged with possession of marijuana and drug paraphernalia. Their status as employees at the medical center is not known at this time. All 4 defendants are awaiting a preliminary hearing. Hazleton City Police are continuing to investigate the shooting that happened outside the Hazleton YWCA Monday night. Police say no new details have come to light yet. The shooting happened at 7 p.m. Resulted in a 27-year-old man sustaining injuries that were not life-threatening. Reports from the scene indicated that the man was shot in the abdomen. Following the incident, Police Chief Jerry Speziale said a group of people were playing basketball inside the YWCA when a physical altercation ensued over the game. The altercation continued outside when the shooting occurred, police say. If you have any information helpful to Hazleton City Police, you're being asked to call them at 570-459-4940. 3 former Mohegan Sun Pocono Downs employees are facing new criminal charges. Former Vice President of Player Development Robert Pernardi, who currently is serving 32-month sentence in a Federal Correction Institute for money laundering, is also charged with theft and conspiracy to participate in a rigging contest. Pernardi and co-conspirators Mark Hunsel, Colin Bunker, and Kenneth Rollins were involved in a rigged Easter egg drawing in April of 2014. The scheme ensured that Hansel drew the grand prize egg worth $10,000. Pernardi received $2,000 and Bunker and Rollins $1,000 each for their cooperation. Bunker and Rollins were charged and faced the same offenses as Pernardi. Hartzell pled guilty to money laundering and is serving an 18-month sentence at the U.S. prison in Lewisburg. A stolen vehicle was found burned in Packer Township on February 21st. A blue 2010 Chevy Silverado was stolen from Ken's Auto on North Street in Jim Thorpe between February 18th and the 21st. Police in Jim Thorpe are currently investigating the theft, and state police at Hazleton are investigating the arson. Anyone with any information about this incident is being asked to contact Jim Thorpe Borough Police at 570-325-4995. Coming up on Wyln News, the cost to park in one Schuylkill County community has gone up. Plus, cameras are being added to a school in Luzerne County. But first, let's take a look at today's 7-day forecast here on Wyln. Tomorrow, the snow has ended. Mostly cloudy skies, a high of 34, overnight low of 20. For Friday morning, we're going to see some snow sticking around in the morning, a high of 38, overnight low of 21. As we head into Saturday, mostly cloudy skies, a high of 37. Not looking too bad for a weekend into the beginning of March. We'll be right back with more after this.
Independent Life Home Care is a licensed non-medical in-home care agency in Mountaintop covering all of Luzerne and Carbon counties. Independent Life offers caring, dependable quality care with RN, LPN, home health aid, and companion services. They accept Medicaid waiver programs, veterans benefits, long-term care insurance, and private pay. For a free assessment, call 570-904-8822. Caregivers are also welcome to apply to join our growing team. Wherever you choose to be, choose Independent Life to be with you.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aid, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
For 4 generations, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram has been treating their customers like family. Stop in to get the lowest financing options and best service around. Whether you're in need of a Ram pickup with a Snow Dog plow or have an active family lifestyle, or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side. All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Tamaqua has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. Stop in now and take advantage of the spring sales event.
Parking in McAdoo will cost you a little bit more now. Metered and non-metered parking ordinance number 98 has been in effect and was amended since January 1st. The rate of meters has increased to the cost now of 25 cents per half hour with a maximum of 4 hours. With the rate increase, McAdoo's meters now only accept quarters. The parking meter fine has also been raised. The fine for parking at a meter that has no time display is now $15 per such violation. Parking meters also have seen a rate increase to now $20 per month for a permit. The permit allows the owner to park at any meter for any period of time during which the meter is in operation. Customer parking signs raised as well. The rental fee is now $20 per space for the first space and $15 for additional spaces after that in the business district. The rate increase was also reflected on invoices that were sent out to many businesses in the borough of McAdoo. 3 elementary schools in the Hanover Area School District will have new cameras installed. The school board voted yesterday to approve the cameras at a cost of $15,000. The new system was installed at the high school this year, where police and school officers can access the video on their cell phones. State Representative Eddie Day Pashinsky and Gerald Mullery were also in attendance at Tuesday night's meeting to answer questions. The city of Wilkes-Barre is in the process of hiring a Hazelton company to start the design work on a bridge project. Council members were presented with a resolution at yesterday's work session to hire Alfred Benish and Company to work on the North Washington Street Bridge replacement project. The bridge was closed in 2013 due to structural issues. PennDOT said that the preliminary engineering was estimated at $105,000 and wouldn't begin until mid-2019. And a recent letter from PennDOT said that the state will work with the city on the current preliminary estimate of $385,000. City Administrator Ted Wampel is glad that the schedule for the bridge to get its upgrade is moving up. Wilkes-Barre City Council is scheduled to vote on the project at Thursday's regular council meeting. Bill Cosby's high-powered Hollywood lawyer wants to tell jurors about the entertainer's financial settlement with a woman he's charged with sexually assaulting. A lawyer said in court Tuesday that he wants to make the settlement a focal point in Cosby's retrial on the charges that he drugged and molested the woman in 2004. Cosby has pled innocent to the assault and molestation her at his home and outside of Philadelphia. Coming up on South Tamaqua's News Choice, Hoops for Hopes was held last night. We have the details, plus preparing for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. But first, let's take a look at those midday winning lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Hope the luck of the Irish is on your side. Stay with us.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's 570-454-7229.
E&R Cycle, located on South Route 309, is now your Textron Off-Road side-by-side ATV dealer. Textron Off-Road is proud of their past and driven by the future to give you the best off-road ATV with power and performance. You can build and price your vehicle. Choose from the basic Stampede to Stampede 4X or the side-by-side Wildcat Trail to the Sport or LTD model. No matter which one you choose, you'll have an ATV that will get the job done. Stop in or call E&R Cycle at 570-455-7430.
ETA Benefits is a full-service independent insurance agency and employee benefits advisory firm proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania since 1999. Call 570-669-5050 or go online to etabenefits.com.
Hi, I'm Isabella Falvello, Join me for a wonderful new cooking series, Ciao Bella, featured here on WYLN TV 35.
Welcome to Community and You. I'm Paula Degnan. I can't believe, Erin, what is this? Year what?
Year 7.
Year 7 of the renal race that takes place in downtown Wilkes-Barre. This lady, Erin Rebo-Pico, is the woman who brought the whole thing together and is still in charge of everything.
We're working on it. I brought the race to life. My husband brought the cancer.
Give us the background on that.
In 2010, my husband was diagnosed with kidney cancer. It's kind of a tricky one because there's no chemo or radiation that works for it. He does PET scans, cancer detection scans for a living. PET scans don't detect kidney cancer either.
Oh.
So, you know, there's some tricky stuff that falls with kidney cancer. After he was diagnosed, he went about a year just doing a clinical trial and following up with doctors at Sloan Kettering in New York. And we ended up finding out that it came back. And at that point, our son was, you know, about 18 months old. And I just thought, this can't be all it is. This can't be. And I remember like reaching out to other organizations and asking for help and thinking like, nobody has any information for me and I'm getting more information on Google, like the one thing you're not supposed to do. Yeah. So I just took it upon myself to say, okay, let's just have a race. And we made a joke that we'd walk around Public Square in Wilkes-Barre 3 times and then get pulled over. And
the cruising signs, absolutely.
And my husband said, I don't want to be the spokesperson for kidney cancer. I don't want to do this. And I said, it's not about you though. Like, it's not going to be the Frank race. It's going to be the renal race. He actually came up with the name. So
oh, good.
He did. So
I didn't know that.
He did. And so I just thought we needed to do something that was better for the community and better for him. And I never wanted our son to think we didn't try everything we could try.
How was he diagnosed? Because you said it's such a difficult thing to diagnose.
It is. And I think a lot of people go a long time without realizing what it is. And it's typically a cancer for men in their 60s. And at the time he was 37. So he was having symptoms of what he thought were kidney stones, lower back pain, blood in the urine. And kidney stones run in his family, so it wasn't anything like that they would really be concerned about. He went for an x-ray. They didn't see anything on the x-ray because there wasn't anything there to see. And they said, oh, it's probably just a floating stone, so wait it out and see what happens. I can tell the story now because the company that he worked for is no longer open. But at the time when he was doing scans, he scanned himself. He laid on a table, he scanned himself. He said, I just need to know where it is. It was New Year's Eve of 2010. And he said, I just need to know where it is. It's dead in here, like no one has to know. Just, I'm gonna lay on the scan and tell me if you see it. And when he got off the scanner, the tech that he worked with said, I think you need to talk to the radiologist. So like he immediately knew something was wrong. And the radiologist saw it and he said, you have a tumor the size of a football. You need to go to the emergency room right now.
Wow.
So he came home from work and, you know, he walked in the back door, which he never comes in that way. And I was in the kitchen and normally I wouldn't have been there at that time. And I looked at him and he was just totally white. And I said, what's the matter? He said, we have to go to the emergency room. And at that age, you think, oh, it's got to be my parents or something like that. And he said, they found a tumor. And I was just like, well.
Who?
Yeah.
Where?
What do you mean? And he's like, in my stomach, like on my kidney. And I was like, what? And like, no, we just kind of like stood there. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, let's go get it figured out. And because I didn't know what to do or what to say. And we went to the ER and they basically said, well, there's an 85% chance it's cancer. And I said, okay, well, that's a 15% chance it's not. So let's just see what happens.
That has to be one of the biggest things about Erin, is that every year that she's been doing this, it was never, as you said, it was never something that there was a plan.
Nope.
It was, we're just going to pick this up and we're going to run with it. And if anybody can do that, it's you.
Well, I appreciate it.
Oh.
I have lots and lots and lots of help. People have to believe in it, and I find more and more over time, I have to tell people I'm not a nurse, I'm just a hairdresser with a cause, because people are like, well, you know, how did you know, and what do you do, and who do you see, and who do I talk to, and I love being able to give people advice and, you know, tell people about different doctors to see, and, you know, overall give people money, because at this point we've raised about $150,000 that we've been able to donate locally.
You have a Facebook page, you have a website, and when is this year's renal race?
This year's race is Sunday, March 11th. It's right before the Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade. So it's fun because it's become this thing now where everybody looks forward to it and they know it's coming before the parade. So every year I think, like, are we going to do this race again? Can we handle all this again? And that's when I start getting all the messages, like around Thanksgiving. You guys are doing the race again, right? Can I help with anything with the race? And it's like, I know that we have to continue to do it. It's tiring and it's a lot of work, but people rely on it. And it's not just for the racing aspect of it. Every year there's a new family that was affected by it that gets involved.
And you better, before you get in big trouble, you better say hi to Jackson.
I know. Hi, Jax.
He was going to come today, but he was otherwise engaged. So once again, give us the where, the when, and how somebody can get in touch with you.
The Renal Race 7, which will be held on St. Patrick's Day Parade weekend in Wilkes-Barre, March 11th. The race starts at 10. Registration opens at 8 o'clock at Genetti's in Wilkes-Barre. You can get me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. It's just the Renal Race. You can find us anywhere. You can email us. You can go to runsignup.com, and that will give you all the stuff to sign up for the race, or you can sign up that day. There's prizes and shirts and all kinds of fun stuff, Tux and Champ and vendors and food
Aaron,
and
Aaron
and me, and everything's free outside of paying for your registration or walk.
And even though it's not, has nothing to do with him, Frank, you go, guy. Thank you.
Thank you so
much. Always a pleasure,
Thank you.
and it just amazes me how you just keep going right along.
We're trying. We're going to do it. It's still kicking.
One of these days, they're going to kick it, and they're going to kick off the renal race. Don't forget, it's right before the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Wilkes-Barre. We have the information up there on our screen, and we hope Erin will be back again with us with wonderful news the next time we interview her on Community and You.
Northeast Pennsylvania. Scenic beauty, close-knit communities. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Lehigh Valley Health Network is bringing you leading-edge cancer treatment that's close to home. Robotic surgery for quicker recoveries. World-class heart care and access to top specialists. All from Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and our 15 community locations. Neighbors caring for Greater Hazleton and beyond. Lehigh Valley Health Network.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You're going to meet the professionals from Omni Healthcare. They are providing a wonderful mental health service in the Greater Hazleton area. A little bit of twist on our show. It will be in English and in Spanish. You'll want to see this. Join us.
Teachers, students, coaches, and other members of the Mountaintop community took to the basketball court last night to raise funds for the American Cancer Society. WYLN's Julia Wiegand has the highlights.
Crestwood's 10th annual Hoops for Hope charity basketball tournament took place at their high school in Mountaintop last night. The community was invited to take part in the effort to end the battle with cancer. Past events have raised thousands of dollars for the American Cancer Society.
Tonight is a mix of competition and charity. So yes, we have the competitive side. We have a full bracket of 6 teams. They'll be playing a series of games tonight for placing and a championship. But in reality, it's all about giving back to the American Cancer Society. So that's really what everybody here is for. And so we look forward to that every year, just giving back and while having fun at the same time.
Competing teams included Crestwood Juniors, 2014-15 champion seniors, faculty, ACS representatives, local law enforcement officials, and 2016-17 champions, Mountaintop Youth Basketball League coaches and referees. Mountaintop's Relay for Life team sold various items in the cafeteria and raffled during the games. Intermission included making a foul shot, layup, and three-pointer in 30 seconds for prizes. Names were pulled at the end of the games to cover a teacher in silly string. Reporting from Mountaintop for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
It's like a fun event in Mountaintop. This Sunday, there will be a sea of green in downtown Wilkes-Barre for the 38th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. Thousands of people are preparing to line the streets Sunday afternoon, and WYLN TV is proud once again to bring you the parade live at 2 p.m. thanks to Service Electric Cable TV and Communications of Wilkes-Barre. Join Paula Degnan and myself as we announce the parade and speak with those hanging out and watching the parade. The parade will be broadcast several times following the parade on Sunday. Once again, the 38th annual Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade is this Sunday, March 11th, beginning at 2 p.m. and you can catch it live right here on WYLN TV or come out and join us. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
For creative cuisine and handcrafted cocktails, visit Four Blooms in Drums.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget. Restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN, 1057 East 10th Street, Hazleton, PA, during normal business hours, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday.
Weather on WYLN TV 35 is brought to you by Dan Muser for Congress.
Wyln.